You wake up in the morning. Before your feet even touch the floor, your thumb is already scrolling. A war has escalated. A celebrity has died. The economy is collapsing. A new virus is spreading. A crime happened just 3 kilometers from your house. Your heart beats a little faster. You feel anxious, maybe even helpless. And yet, you keep scrolling. You don't switch it off. You don't say, enough. You go deeper. Why? Why does your brain crave bad news? Why do negative headlines spread faster than positive ones? Why do YouTube thumbnails scream, shocking and disaster, and get millions of clicks? And why does your mind feel strangely hooked, even when the content makes you feel worse? Today, we're going deep inside your brain, not metaphorically, biologically. Because the truth is shocking. Your brain is wired to love bad news. Not because you're negative, not because you're broken, but because you're human. Let's start 200,000 years ago. Imagine you're not sitting in a room watching a screen. You're standing in an open savanna. You hear a rustle in the bushes. Now you have 2 choices. Option 1. It's probably nothing. Option 2. That might be a predator. If you assume it's nothing and you're wrong, you die. If you assume it's a threat and you're wrong, you survive. Over thousands of generations, the humans who survived were not the most optimistic ones. They were the most cautious, the most alert, the most sensitive to danger. And that ancient survival mechanism still lives inside you. It's called negativity bias. Negativity bias means your brain gives more importance to negative information than positive information. A compliment feels good, but an insult, it sticks for days. A good news story is nice, but one scary headline, it hijacks your attention. Your brain is constantly asking one question. Is this dangerous? Because from an evolutionary perspective, danger equals priority. That's where the amygdala comes in. The amygdala is the part of your brain responsible for detecting threats. When it senses something alarming, even just a headline, it activates your fight or flight response. Your heart rate increases slightly. Stress hormones like cortisol are released. Your body prepares for action, even if the threat is just text on a screen. Now here's the twist. When your amygdala activates, your brain also releases dopamine. Yes, dopamine, the same chemical involved in addiction. Why would your brain reward you for reading scary news? Because your brain thinks you're gathering survival information. Every alarming headline feels like you're updating your threat database. You feel tense, but also alert, focused, engaged. That combination of fear and curiosity is powerful, very powerful. And modern media understands this perfectly. News platforms, social media apps, and content creators are competing for one thing: your attention. And nothing grabs attention like fear. Studies consistently show that negative headlines get more clicks, more shares, and more engagement than neutral or positive ones. On platforms like Facebook and X, emotionally charged content spreads faster, especially if it triggers anger or fear. This isn't an accident. Algorithms learn what keeps you engaged. If you pause longer on alarming content, click on crisis updates, or comment on controversial posts, the system feeds you more of it. It's not evil. It's mathematical. The algorithm doesn't care about your mental health. It cares about watch time. And fear keeps you watching. Now combine 3 things: your ancient survival wiring, dopamine reward loops, AI-powered algorithms, and you get a perfect storm. A world where bad news is amplified. Your brain is primed to react. And the system keeps feeding the cycle. But there's something even deeper happening. Uncertainty. Your brain hates uncertainty more than it hates bad news. Researchers have found that humans often prefer knowing something bad is coming rather than not knowing what's coming at all. Certainty, even negative certainty, feels more controllable than ambiguity. So when there's a crisis unfolding, your brain keeps checking for updates. Not because you enjoy suffering, but because you want control. You refresh the feed, hoping for resolution. Hoping for clarity, hoping for a conclusion. But modern news rarely gives closure. It gives continuous updates, which means your brain never fully relaxes. This creates what psychologists call doomscrolling. Doomscrolling is the act of consuming large amounts of negative news online, even though it makes you feel worse. And here's the paradox. The worse you feel, the more you scroll. Why? Because anxiety makes you seek information, and more negative information increases anxiety, which makes you seek more information. It's a self-reinforcing loop. Let's break it down step by step.